What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a title called Darfall. We checked this game out when it was a tech alpha of a Steam Next Fest back in like 2021 or maybe 2022. The game has had a complete and total overhaul, and as a thank you to the Nerd Castle for supporting the game, the developer has been quietly rebuilding it from scratch for the last couple years for a commercial audience, and has given me access to the first build exclusive of the game. So we're going to take a look at it here today and see if it's something that you wanted to add to your wish list or if it's just not for you. From what I remember about the game all those years ago, it's kind of like Warcraft 3. It's an RTS game mixed with a roguelite or a roguelike, a little bit of They Are Billions gameplay scattered on in there where you're surviving indeterminate amounts of time, and then it also has heroes that are involved in the conflict, a la Warcraft, and so it should be a good time. If after watching this you wanted to check the game out, I got a link for you down below in the description. I don't know when this demo is going to go live. I'm not allowed to upload it till Monday, so maybe you'll get a demo on Monday, but I'm not aware of that. But the link is down there if you wanted to wish list it. On top of that, you can also find a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream. In case you wanted to hang out live, there's also a bunch of other little links down there. But let's crack on into the game. This is totally blind. I don't know what I'm walking into. I don't really see the point in playing 10 hours of a demo before we do a first impressions video because it's not out yet and nobody's paying money. So there's no, like, expectation of a fully ridiculously in-depth look at the game. I like to do actual first impressions for titles like this because it's fun and refreshing for me. It looks like we can only go to Madagascar. Okay. If you're named Edward and you take over Madagascar, that would be the logical first step. You've got to rename it Madagascar. Let's go with Madagascar. As far as heroes go, we've only got one that we can play around with, the Wizard Ardan. Okay, let's go with the Wizard Ardan. We will put the game on normal difficulty? Sure, why not? So here we are. We've arrived in glorious Madagascar. We've got our hero down here, Ardan. He moves around just like you would expect with a title like this. I will do the tutorials as we're moving along, but it does have push pause, so let's have a look here and see what we've got going on. We've got houses that give us workers. We've got lamps. Those will increase the radius we can build inside of. We've got storages for hauling resources. We've got roads. Other menus look like we've got woodcutters over here. Do the woodcut? Okay, so the woodcutters actually have a radius. They won't go out and chop anywhere. They need to have trees around. Let's start with one of those. It's probably the baseline material we need to do anything, so we'll go ahead and take care of that. How many workers do I have on hand right now? I have dose workers, so we probably want to get a little bit. We need 5 stone to build a road. I don't have that, do I? I have 100 stone? Okay, so we probably want to get a stone cutter, too, before too long. So we'll put him up right there, but that's going to limit us on the amount of workers that we have. So at 50 stone and 50 wood, we can build up one house. Okay. You're going to want to get a green arrow on the house that tells me what side is the front. I think that has the door on it, but there's a door-looking ghost silhouette on either side. So I'll go with that one right there, and hopefully it's facing towards the camera, as I would have hoped. So our wood chopper is down over here. Let's throw a worker into it. Our stone miner is all done right there. Let's throw a worker at it. We'll get that done. That's given us 2 more worker capacity right there. So let's fill these bad boys on out, and we'll just kind of see what the resource trickle looks like. So that's why there was no little gross-looking peasants stinking of pottage or whatever it is that they've been shoving into their pie holes. That explains it, because you've got to hire them at the keep. There it is. So we need mana orbs and we need food. Let me get 3 of these bad boys. We're probably going to get farms and stuff later, too, that'll start spitting out the food for us. But so far, the last time I played this game, it was made out of voxels. It looked like Minecraft. They've actually gone in and made the game look like a proper RTS right there. I sort of dig that. It's definitely got that Warcraft influence to it. So there's our first little worker. He's gone out and he's become a stone miner. And he actually changes his little outfit, too, based on what job he's doing. So that's pretty fun. The woodsmen have like a cloak and everything. The little stone miners, they have sort of, I don't even know what this outfit is called right here. He's got like a bull's nutsack on his head that he's hollowed out to make into a hat. He's got some kind of like hauberk or something going on right there. Not bad. I'll take it. And there goes Harper right there. He's going to get things going. Do I have to upkeep my food? Is that a thing that is necessary? So we've got to produce some food. That's a thing that needs to happen like right this second. Okay, and then my hero inspires nearby workers. Well, I need you to get wood faster, and I am very, very pretty. So I'm just going to stand here. You can admire my glutes, and hopefully that'll bring your wood levels up by a considerable amount. Oh, it looks like my hero can help out with harvesting too. Oh, and he breaks out a little tool. That's a nice little detail. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, I see what you're playing around with here. I see what we're working with. All right. He also has a little inventory down here, so he's got the wood inside of his inventory, so according to this little thing on the screen, I gotta go drop it off. But we'll let him hack away on another stack before we get all crazy about it. But it looks like it costs him mana to help out with that, so that's pretty interesting. Like, so you can allocate him to the job over here, but at the end of the day, he's not gonna be ready for combat. Got a little farmerino action right there. I'll go ahead and get that started so that we're producing food for the first time ever. Although I may have to take a worker off of dealing with... We'll take you guys off of there and we'll put him inside the farm so that it's getting its job done. Sounds good, sounds good. And then we've got to destroy portals. Use your hero to explore the map. It will level up, gain abilities, and collect better items. Destroy the Skull of Doom. Okay. The Skull of Doom. I'm on my way out, and we're going to lay this thing down, dude. We're going to take it out. How much food do I get out of a vegetable farm? Nope, don't do that. We're supposed to go take out a Skull of Doom over here, so let's go see what a Skull of Doom is. There's a deer right there. I don't really want to fight him. Skull of Doom. All right, and it looks like we shoot a little magic bolt right there. Is he strong? Like, is he going to mess me up hella bad? I mean, it doesn't look unlikely that he's going to mess me up, but I think we're a little ahead of him right now in terms of the DPS race. I think our attack cycle's a little bit faster than his. One more. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, champ. That's what I'm talking about. Get that skull out of the way. All right, the Skull of Doom has been eliminated, and we got some magic stuff. Is he going to attack me? Oh my god, I'm being attacked by a deer right now. I need help. I need an adult. I need an adult. I'm being attacked by, what is a deer? Is it an equine? Is it a bovine? I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's after me right now. Back into the circle of safety. All right, I didn't expect a deer to be so proficient at trying to murder me. Let's have a look around on our economy and figure out what we can do next. So wood is unfortunately still coming in at a pretty low rate. I don't have enough food in order to get the thing that I want right now, so we have inefficiencies inside of our gathering that are going to need to be fixed. I think the first thing we want to focus on, we can't even hire more workers until we get more food. So I'll probably focus on the food first, and in order to get the food, I need wood, so that makes this transpose itself into the first slot until I have enough to make myself another farm so that we've got food coming in at an acceptable rate. And so let's save up a little bit of wood, and we'll probably help out with our hero right here just to make it go a little bit faster, and we'll get another farm on this side so that we can get ourselves all nice and set up with a consistent food supply. All right, another farm ready for deployment. I do like that it has a grid, but it doesn't look like it has a grid. Do you take my meaning there? Like, the game definitely has a grid, but it doesn't look as though it has a grid, and I find that to be very, very satisfying. Okay, so take a wood chopper off right there. He's going to work on food for right now. This shrine over here looked like it dropped an item, but in my haste to avoid being murdered by a deer, which I accidentally clicked, I didn't go over here to grab it. And so it looks like there's a thing on the ground, so I'm going to go get it. What is that? The Apprentice's Talisman. Okay, Apprentice's Talisman gives me 5 damage and 5 energy. It makes me more efficient at working. What does the bone do? Looks like it gives me XP, maybe? Oh, we can make mana orbs using it. Okay, can I break this gravestone over here? Is that a thing I have to be concerned about? Is this going to spawn bad guys? It gave me stone. I'll take that. That sounds good. Okay, let's head back, and we're going to square up with the deer again because I feel like I've earned it. I don't see the 5 extra damage. I think we were doing 26 before, weren't we? I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch the video. You guys can fact check me right there. But XP is good. It makes my character stronger, but it looks like nighttime is arriving. And so let me go back to town real quick and make sure that we have some kind of tangible defense already lined up on this side before bad things start to happen. It definitely plays a little bit slower than other games of a similar type. Let me get another worker so that I can assign another guy to go work over there. And he just dropped off all the bones and everything else, and I'm guessing that those count as advanced resources. Yeah, it does. We've got those resources on the side right there. Okay, let's see what happens with nighttime here, because we've got a couple of seconds until it arrives. With 4 workers, our next dedicated building is going to be a house. Oh, they can't be that close to each other. Okay, let me find the rotation here then, which has the door on the right side. I don't know if that's facing the right way, but I'm just going to plop it right there. I don't have any little builder guys that have to go and help out with this, so I think we'll be all good. Let me get some more wood in too. Nighttime is officially here. The soundtrack has changed. It looks like we have some kind of little terror track right here, a la Arkham Horror, that's going to fill up as time goes along as well. It's backwards. Yeah, they need the little green arrows so I can tell which side of the building is the front. We'll leave it how it is for right now. But I would like the option to pick up and rotate buildings and stuff too. I feel like that's like a core thing that needs to be in every building game from here on out. Being able to click on this guy and do like a move action and just rotate him real fast to fix him. It's the best. One of those things that I really enjoy having in a game like this. There's a wolf, huh? Alright, go get the wolf. Don't let him attack the base. You're nothing but XP to me, bro. That's all that you are. You're just a little meter filling up on my screen with a red arrow above it like a YouTube video that really, really wants you to watch it. Is that going to be the only one, or can I go back out and adventure? I suppose I could just set him on a tree for right now until we see if there's going to be more bad guys. There are going to be more bad guys, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. They're not going to stop with just one wolf, so we're probably going to want to look into military technologies pretty soon. Okay, the music in the background. Okay, food is in a rock-solid place right now, so now we just need to build out our workforce so that we can get more workers. Now that I've got enough for that, let's get 2 more workers going because our food is looking great right now. It's all stacked up, so I don't... there's another one over here. No, don't attack that house! My property values! The HOA will not stand for this. That's the Hero Owners Association. That's, you know, I figured I'd clarify. There's our level 2, and we have leveled up. So we've got a skill tree. We can get Arcane Beam. All right. It looks like, oh, for 2 skill points. Okay, so that's the... Oh, there's a couple over here that are 1 skill point. Increases the damage of nearby friendly units. Okay, so he gets an aura. We can also get a healing aura. Let's get the healing aura for when I get an... Oh, it's not active all the time. It's an ability that I actually have to trigger. Okay, yeah, drop it right there and fix my house. Cool, dude. It's a multi-purpose ability. Nighttime's going to be running for a hot minute out here. Okay, let's get a lantern set up, like, kind of over here. Oh, never mind. We don't need a lantern right there. Lanterns go out further. We've already got the radius that we require. Let's put a storage building right here to help out with drop-offs for all these buildings in the region. That's going to be most of my wood supply gone, though. What is that over there? Destroy a portal. All right, I will see to that. You, sir. Get off my villager. Oh, they go back inside and hide themselves when they're under attack. I like that, too. Okay, and now that we've got a healing aura, I don't really need to pull out of these fights that much. So what do I have down here? What do I got to get, like, a barracks? We need planks and stone bricks to get a barracks. So we need a stonemason and we need a carpenter before we can get into that action. Alright, hopefully we hit level 3 pretty soon. Daytime's taking its sweet time getting on over here, though, so I guess we can build other stuff in the meantime. An interesting detail is that if you have a stockpile nearby while he's harvesting trees, he automatically drops it off. This has an invisible radius around it that the game doesn't tell you about. But we've made it through the night, and I killed a bunch of creatures. They drop loot, too, like an action RPG. I got a leather jerkin off one of them that gives me health and energy, which I'll 100% take. And so I think we've got a few things to dedicate our time to. Without developing out our workforce, I don't think there's going to be too much for us to do around here, so I'll drop a couple houses so that we have more workers, because one thing that is abundantly clear right now... Oh, there's upgrades for the building, too. Cold beer and woodcutter's axes that make them go faster. One thing that's abundantly clear is that my wood choppers are not going fast enough for my liking, and so I need them to move a little bit quicker. Otherwise, we're going to be constantly behind the 8 ball when it comes to getting stuff. Oh, those ones are all backwards, too. I don't know what direction he's facing then. I'm just going to pretend like it didn't happen. I'm going to try to hold my OCD in check. Let's get 2 more workers going. I need to be able to manufacture mana orbs, though. How do I make mana orbs? So I need stone bricks to make an altar, and then I can burn bones to make mana orbs. So we're using kind of a RuneScape-like strategy here in order to get something out of bones. So let's save up for the stone cutter next. And once we've got him converting stone into bricks, we should be in good shape. But with these 2 workers right here, what I'd really ideally like to do is get another lumber camp over here so that we're getting wood faster as well. We need to put some Cialis in this thing, dude. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to attack it. Yeah, you guys die, and hopefully he's not that tough. Is he bad? He looks like a Draugr or something. I have a healing spell, so maybe it'll be... He hits harder than I do, but I have a healing aura. Unless that bear comes over here and messes with my day. Which it does appear as though he's going to. So with a little bit of micro, we managed to make it out of that situation, but... Cast that again on yourself, just in case, because he's actually putting up more of a fight than I expected. I've got 65 wood, so let's get another woodcutter over here, assign 2 workers to it, and get them going. Did he drop anything? He did not drop anything. All right, well, heal yourself up real quick. I don't know if it's faster to heal using the spell or if I should head back to base. I think it's probably faster just to heal up using the spell. There's a deer over there. Let me grab these bones real quick while I'm in the neighborhood, too. Hopefully this thing doesn't spawn anything on me. There's also a treasure chest over there that I am intensely interested in. I want to know what the treasure chest does. There is a bear, and he's still, like, cruising around. A dark pylon has been spotted. We should clear it out when we get the chance. Oh, did I accidentally see it down there? Okay, fair enough. Let me grab the rest of these bones so that when the altar's done, we're all ready to go. Food is a little bit slow compared to where it was, so our next 2 workers may have to go towards producing more food. We may not have a choice there. The bear looks a little bit squishier. He doesn't hit quite as hard either, so I think we've got ourselves just rolling them at that camp over there. Do I have enough to get another farm over here? Give me another farm. And once that farm is up and rocking, we do have to upkeep all these little characters right here. I think for every X amount of guys that we have, our consumption goes up. And so we'll get that ready so that that's working okay while we wait for other resources to trickle in. Let's get this box. Sacrifice a resource to open the chest. Oh, okay, so it's magically sealed. Gotcha. So I got to bring some refined resources back to get access to that one. There's like a big goblin guy over here. I don't think I'll fight him. I think I'll let that go. Let's go back to base real fast and maybe see if we can get ourselves topped up, and then I'll cut out to the left and scout that area to see what we're working with before I go any further. But wood is coming in at a much more acceptable rate now. Our income is double our consumption, so I would say maybe get 1 more farm before we call it a day. So we'll put that in right there, and we'll have that last worker go work inside of there. Then I'm going to go on expedition out here to the left and just sort of see what we see. They both aggroed. Oh, there's 3. Jesus, run. Run for your life. Okay, they're leashed. All right, that's what I was curious about, if they were leashed or not, because if they followed me all the way back home, that was going to be serious upsetty biscuity business. That was going to be a problem. And was there anything else up here that I did not gather? Let's kill the deer. XP is XP. The deer has paid dearly. I'll probably spend some mana to get that food right there. I'm guessing that berry bush is food.
Arcane winds guide me.
It is indeed. So we'll just kind of like graze on the landscape right now for both XP level ups and anything else that our colony might particularly need in order to make everything functional. Werewolf hits pretty hard. I'm going to put down my healing aura right there while he finishes that off. I need another villager right there. He's now dead. He didn't drop anything for us, unfortunately. But we do have some meat and other things around that we can take back with us that'll probably be helpful. Get you taken out. I'll probably just farm deer and stuff for the rest of the day. I guess this is kind of like creeping in a MOBA. We gotta like level up our guy so that he's tough enough to handle all the problems that come around. A little bit more meat off that stack right there. Let's go get this deer. don't see anything else too magnificent around. Yeah, it looks like we get 5 food for each critter we murder. Let's go south while we still got time left in the day, but I want to drop off my gear first before I do that. Give me another farm up and running. Yeah, it looks like each villager raises your consumption. Tough one. And the card doesn't instantly update, so we're probably going to want to let it run for a minute before we do anything else. Let me get another house over here. 2 more houses, in fact, would be fine. And we need to get ourselves into... Charcoal burner's interesting, but what I need is a stonemason. So once we have 80 wood, I'll get down with the stonemason. So we've got PopCap now, so we should have more villagers on the way.
Done.
We've got some kind of like Skaven-looking thing over here. I smell the great horned rat in the air, so we'll take him out. We've got our altar so that I can make more orbs for summoning more people. So I'll put that down over there. Or no, that's the stonemason, so that I can make the altar so that I can get more of the orbs to summon more people. Okay, he's down and dead. We got a couple of bones and other goodies, but on top of that, we also got a level up. What the hell is that thing, an energy fountain? I'm guessing it just refills my energy when I stand on top of it. Acceptable. Oh, we've got another tree over here, too. Cool. I'll probably just go with more damage, I suppose. Yeah, use my perk points over there, and then my spell points on this side. How many of these do I have? Not very many, but I'll probably get the fireball real quick. Just so I have something offensive I can use against the enemy as well.
Yes.
I suppose I could top up right here real quick. We do have the energy well right next to us. Alright, so now that I have a fireball and I'm level 3, I'm probably a little bit more formidable. I'll be honest with you, I was kind of hoping we fish out a couple more items. Maybe I can kill the bear before nighttime gets here. Yeah, that little double tap from the fireball is pretty good, and it's got a reasonably short cooldown too. So that may have been a major multiplier for our DPS. Looks like there's a spider lair right there.
A spell for your thought.
Okay, deer's down.
Perfect.
And let's head back to town before we get too late on in the day. So the stonemason, made out of stone used to build walls. Oh, this one doesn't require a worker. Okay, we'll just queue up 10 of them then. I've got stone coming out of my ears right now because nobody's really particularly using the stone for anything useful, so that's fine by me. Actually, let's get a carpenter too. That way I can produce all the stuff that I need for the barracks, because I just realized the video is getting a little bit longer and I want to recruit some units. So hopefully that happens here tonight. So at nighttime we do have some enemy units heading on in, but they don't look particularly threatening, although there may be more of them tonight from what I've seen so far. I was trying to manufacture planks and whatnot so I could get the barracks up and running, but I've only got 5 of them for right now. Oh, there's another one over there. Damn. Okay, let's go get him. Get him with a fireball, see if we can solve this situation quickly and effectively. Maybe like throw a little heal over there to get that building put back together. Do I get more energy when I sit on the base, or is my energy just like capped to a +4 per tick? Might be capped unless I'm sitting on a magic well. Attacks are definitely a little bit worse tonight. The enemy comes out a little bit thicker on the second night. Fireball him, drop him. An interesting thing that I noticed is I got a duplicate item. I got another one of these leather armors, and if you take a leather armor back to your keep, you can salvage it for resources that your civilization can use for building buildings and training units and stuff, so that's kind of cool. Like, I definitely dig that. That's rad as hell. And just like that, we made it to the end of the night. I kind of farmed all the mobs off camera because watching me shuffle around trying to murder mobs is probably not the most entertaining of gameplay, but I do have all the stuff required in order to make a barracks. So let's drop that guy off and we'll see what we can do with all of our various military units. I'm just going to have him gather wood today because we still just can't get enough wood coming in. Like, that's the unfortunate truth, is that wood is not forthcoming, so I'm going to have to trade a mana bar for a little bit more of it. So unfortunately, each of these units right here that we got from the barracks, and it looks like there's quite a few of them. It looks like there's 10 units in the current demo build, and that's assuming there's no other buildings that make any types of units or anything. But to get archers, I wanted to get some archers. We've got to make bows, and bows are an even more refined resource that we make out of these planks, and so no way around it. I'm going to have to spend today farming if I want to have myself an army for the nighttime. The other thing I think we're going to need is it's time for us to put up the altar and get that thing going. So the altar is going to take 15 stone bricks. I have those on their way out right now. So hopefully they'll be done pretty shortly. It looks like I need 7. All right, add 1 more then. Oh, they're attacking me during the daytime. They weren't doing that before. But this time I have an extra archer. So hopefully our damage will be all right. Yeah, get that fool. Get that fool. I like how I can still cast hero abilities even when I have a group selected too. Like the hotkey stays the same. It doesn't get complicated with it. It keeps it simple. That's good. Did we get any bones or anything from that? Because I'm going to need some bones for this altar, bro. And there's our altar. So now I can manufacture mana orbs, but I need charcoal for that. Okay. So units get expensive in this game. They start you out with a little touch-up to make sure you can get a couple units out. But the fact of the matter is, you've got a lot of complex chains here. I don't know if there's like a management system around, but I would recommend there be a management system. What I mean by that is one central panel where you can set limits and tell it to produce certain things until you have a certain amount and then stop. That way you always have it on hand without all the micromanagey clicking to get it done. That's my only observation for right now, is there's a lot of clicking in between all of these different buildings, almost taking it into clicker game territory with the amount of things you need to manufacture during the course of your day. I've got a spearman now, which is pretty cool, so he's going to be holding down the fort in melee. Maybe we'll head back over here and we'll trade some stones for whatever was in that chest. That sounds like a decent plan. Let's keep those stones going out while we wait for, because we're waiting for those anyways. This guy right here, we need 100 wood to get him out, so he's not going to come out till tonight. But let's open up the chest, crack it open, see what we got. We got a bag. What does the bag do? It gives me more inventory size like an MMO. I love it. Okay, all right. I don't know how this fight's going to go, by the way. This fight may go well or it may go terribly. I have healing spells, I have like blasting spells, so we should be able to like muscle our way through this. Our units don't look like they're that fragile. Yeah, we're all right. We got a bow over here. And then it looks like I got an armor. Sick. Wipe that. Oh, he's attacking everything right now. Oh, it put out poisonous fart gas. Oh no, dude, heal everybody. It doesn't fix the poisonous fart gas. But maybe it'll fall off in a minute? It's hard to say. Okay, the realm is poisonous, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm going to send my unit in to get some of these bones so that we can make some more of this essence. And then we should be cool. I'm pretty stoked about this. This is a nice mixture of genres. There's different rarities for the equipment as well. And when you're looting these tombs and stuff, you can also get equipment that you can use to make new units, like spitting out more archers or whatever else, which takes a little bit of the strain off of constantly manufacturing things in your free time. And so this guy right here, we'll just salvage him since he's not useful anymore, like he's redundant. And then we'll get another oh, no, we're unit capped right now. We've got a unit. No, we're not. There we go. Now we're unit capped after the next one comes out. How do I increase my unit cap? You just have to build another barracks from what it looks like. So we're going to have a lot of barrackses out. See if we can put down a ballista right there just to cover us in that direction and give us a little bit of extra DPS. There's also spike traps and walls and stuff, but we're not quite there yet. But Darfall so far has left a really good impression with me. I'm actually really excited about this now, just due to the fact that this game seems to have a lot of love and care put into the various systems and ideas and influences. You've got like action RPG influences in there. There's a reason to go out and clear hives and to clear lairs and stuff like that because you get gear, you get resources that make your character stronger. You've got the manufacturing elements of something like Banished, where you're taking things, refining them into new things, refining them into a third thing, and then you get another thing out. It's got They Are Billions in here in the life cycle of the game, so you go through daytime, and then at nighttime you get attacked. I'm pretty stoked about this, dude. This is one of the more promising ones I've seen in a little while when it comes to this sort of game. Like, most games seem to be perfectly fine with just being They Are Billions in a different skin with some very light ideas added on in. Not the case with this one. This one appears to be trying to make a hybrid of all of those game types, and this is a cool product I'm excited about this. Everything feels snappy. The controls feel nice and responsive. The barks that you get from the various buildings sound good, and the sound effects are well appointed. The world feels hostile, which then goads you forward into creating more things in order to go out and invade the enemy further. There's a lot of stuff here that I'm actually having a good time with. I can see myself putting some hours into this. So I'm definitely glad this is on my wish list. I'm excited to play it in a final version. Hopefully you guys get to play it soon. This game is called Darfall. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. But for today, it was Darfall. Tomorrow it'll be something else. Take care, and man, I can't wait for this one to come out. Like, I'm stoked about this. It's rare that we get ourselves a real-time strategy game that's pushing boundaries and doing fun, interesting things, and so I'm pretty amped about this.